Welcome back. It's been a while since we checked out all the yarn at the Dollar Tree, and there's so much more in stock. So let's go ahead and get to Dollar Tree and get shopping, but first make sure you subscribe. So as always, I went to a couple different stores just to get a good idea of all the yarn selection they had in stock. So at this first store is very organized, and they had so many different colors of the just chenille. They also had a lot of the acrylic yarn, which is just worsted, and they even had some of the teddy yarn, and this is all by Premier Yarns, which is a really nice brand. I use it a lot for a lot of my plushies. Make sure you check out my Etsy shop, and I even have some tutorials as well. So make sure you watch my other videos if you want to see what I make with the Dollar Tree yarn. And I like to look at the rest of the craft section because a lot of times there's other supplies that you can use for amigurumi or other crochet projects. But this store, the craft section was very empty. The shelves were really bare. So I need to come back again soon to see if they restock it. Maybe they'll get some new things in store. But if you're into paint, they had a ton of paint in every color. And then they had some canvases too and other wooden things that you could paint. And of course, they had a lot of yarn as well. But basically, other than yarn and paint, there was just not a lot in the craft section. They had a little bit of felt, but not much. As a crocheter, I was happy to see all the yarn. So now we're at our second Dollar Tree store, and this one is a huge mess. The yarn is all over the place, but that's okay because that means that there's a lot of good stuff. I noticed the messier the Dollar Trees, the better stuff they have. I don't know why that is. But as you can see, this one had the Just Yarn plush. I have not seen this in a while, and I really do like this yarn. I recently made like a bunny rabbit with it. Came out so fluffy and really cute. And this is one of my patterns on my Etsy shop. I made like a little dog with it. It works up really well for amigurumi. There's also the teddy yarn. Never tried that before. And I've noticed there's several colors of the plush yarn. There's like that golden mustardy yellow, even a navy blue. So that was really nice. And this store, you just really have to dig and see what else is there. There was so many surprises. And please note, this store was already a mess when I got there. Everyone says I'm always messing up the yarn and making it worse. But as you can see, this place was already a disaster. And like I said, you have to dig if you want to find the colors you want and find a lot of the unique items at Dollar Tree. Because here you can see the chenille yarn is with the teddy yarn. And then there's the plush yarn in it as well. And here is another color. We found that chocolate brown color. So far, I think we found maybe 5 colors of the plush yarn, which is nice because I had not seen this in maybe almost a year at the Dollar Tree. So hopefully we'll be getting more yarns here very soon. And then they had more acrylic yarn. This sherbet color I did not see at the last store. So it's really nice when there's a huge variety and you go to different stores to see what they have. And comment below, what does your Dollar Tree store look like? Is it organized by color and by yarn type like the first store, or is it like this where there's socks? I don't know why every Dollar Tree store has socks in with the yarn. It just happens. Anyways, they also had Red Heart Crafties. They had some of this left, not a lot, but it was in there. But once again, that was in the back. You had to really dig. And of course, they had a huge supply of that brown color. And they even had crochet hooks, which I haven't seen these in a while. And the last store didn't have them. So they had 6mm and 6.5, and then 5mm and 5.5. And they were a 2-pack. And these are okay. They do hurt your hand after a while, but they work good and they get the job done. Not the worst crochet hook I've used. And while I was looking through the yarn, I saw that they did have some of the Just Chenille in that mint green color. This seems to be a popular color and it could be sold out a lot of times. So that's why if the yarn is a mess at your store, don't give up. Just take your time and look through everything. And if you don't have a lot of time and the yarn is a mess, then just come back when you do, because it always takes a while to look through everything when they're not organized. But thankfully, both of the stores that are closest to me, one is a mess and one's super organized. Make sure you look even on the very bottom shelves and in the back. And this is where I found the Just Chenille medley. As you could see, it was hiding under the brighter colors. They had the Just Chenille medley in that red color, and the black and white one is a really nice one as well. That is harder to find. You don't see it in a lot of the other stores. And then, like I said, make sure you watch my videos to see what I crochet with this yarn, because I think I've used almost every color that's here at the Dollar Tree in this store. I think I've bought just about every color. And then I want to see if they had any crochet kits or new crafting kits. In the past, I've seen like punch needle kits and macrame. Today I think I just saw embroidery kits and like paint by number and bracelet making. And I didn't see any crochet kits at any of the stores that I went to on this trip. And I know they're always changing those Dollar Tree crochet kits, so I'm curious if maybe they'll update them again and we'll get new ones soon. And then this store once again had a ton of paint in so many colors, so that's really nice if you're into painting. I've never used these paints before. Comment below if you guys would like to see painting videos, because I also paint as well as crochet. They did have some of those little diamond painting keychain kits, but that's about it. In the past, I've seen like even needle felting kits and punch needle and different type of crafting kits, but it seems like a lot of the kits are not here right now. I have the chalkboard tags, which I think are really nice if you're doing a market. And I've never seen safety eyes, but they have googly eyes. I do not use those. And then I've seen this chalkboard sign before, but now they have a whiteboard sign too. And then if you sell online, they have a lot of bubble mailers. They're not the best deal. You guys know I have an Etsy shop and I go through mailers, the poly mailers, bubble mailers so quickly. So every now and then I'll get them at Dollar Tree if I'm in a pinch and I ran out and I got a lot of orders. But like I said, these weren't the best deal. There were a few that came with two, but most of them it's $1.25 just for one. So I usually order mine on Amazon. But if I am in a pinch and I have orders that need to be sent out and I run out of mailers, then I do head to Dollar Tree and I usually buy one of these that's in like a 2-pack, because that's just a little bit of a better deal for me. So they have a ton in stock. Even though it's not the best deal, it's nice for last minute. And they even had shipping labels, which I kind of wanted to try these, but I don't know how I would use them with my printer. But anyways, thanks for joining me at Dollar Tree. That's all we saw on this trip. Make sure you watch my other videos, because I find a lot of really interesting yarns and crafting supplies at the Dollar Tree. Even though we didn't see anything like this today, in the past we have seen them. And then also make sure you check out my other videos. I did try the Dollar Tree crochet kits if you want a full review on how the plushie turned out, how the tools worked, how the yarn worked. Make sure you go ahead and watch that video. I'm going to link it right here. I think you'll really like that, especially if you want to learn how to crochet, or somebody you know wants to learn how to crochet. And also my Etsy shop has so many plushies. I make a lot of them with so many different yarns. Dollar Tree yarn, like the Premier yarns, and Michael's yarn. If you want to see what else I make with the Dollar Tree yarn, I also have tutorials as well. If you want to know how to use this yarn and what to crochet with it, make sure you go ahead and watch the different tutorials that I have right here on my channel. So please subscribe and comment below. And thanks again so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.